I'll get it.
Welcome, everyone, to the Chasta and Huey podcast. It's like hanging out with your childhood buddies at a dive bar having a beer together. Through your headphones. Or better yet, they're like a security blanket. Maybe a little itchy, but still warm and cozy. It's time for the show. Here's Chasta and Huey. Cheers.
Cheers, Huey. Happy
Sorry.
Monday. That's funny. When you turned that on, it was like the Christmas lights went on. It was like, ta-da! If you're watching on YouTube, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, sorry. Man, we take 1 week off and I get all rusty again. But we have a good excuse. So last Monday, unfortunately, we didn't get to do the podcast. But can we go ahead and tease that or talk about that? I just thought of it. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. KTVU Channel 2 asked us to come be on their show, Like It or Not. So me and you and Dennis Willis went over there, saw our dear friend, P1 Paul. He is a sales guy that used to work for us, but went over and is now selling for them. So I got to see him live and in action. Meet Brian from the morning show, the weather guy, and we were on Like It or Not.
Yeah, no, that was really cool. Okay, listen, I'm from the Bay Area. I live in Alameda all my life, and KTVU, what I always thought was cool about them, they're based in Oakland. Their studio's in Oakland. They've always been in Oakland versus all the other local news outlets in San Francisco. I mean, for years, I would go to Old Spaghetti Factory, Jack London Square, and it was right next to KTVU. So for years, I've always driven by it, but I've never been inside. I always wanted to go inside there. So finally, it was just cool to have the opportunity to go in there and just see the studios. I guess we were the upstairs studio. So I guess there's 2 floors. Yeah. Downstairs is like the main room where they do the live, morning news and night news. But upstairs where they film extra segments. So it was cool. We were hanging out up there and just see P1 Paul's face. We surprised him. He didn't know we were coming. So it was just cool to see that. Yeah.
That was cool. That's a beautiful building. I'm just looking down. I was looking down at my Instagram to see if I don't see us going live on there for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, their studio is gorgeous. The way it sits on the water there, I always thought that was a green screen. Like I just assumed all that stuff was green screen. It is not. It is real. There's real water there. There's real boats there. Like people going by, and it's really neat. I love it. It was great. And the producer, Caitlin, who was the one who set everything up, and she was so sweet. Yes. So cute.
She's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Now I know, that's a real window of the backside leading of the water on Jack London
And you
Square.
live awfully close.
Yeah, so I'm going to walk by. I mean, now I got to figure out how to get up high enough in the view because, that's the Oh, so maybe the first floor you can see.
First floor should be. We didn't see the first floor, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how exactly that looks, but I kind of think of like the Today Show.
Yeah, you can
in
put
New
a
York
big,
City.
for Bone Breakers, we have a big announcement to make for Bone Breakers. You could put a big sign and then just, you're 17 feet tall and then you put it above you and then boom, everybody's going to see our announcement.
Oh, where's Paul? Where's P1 Paul can hold up that sign? Where's Rosemary? I love her. My favorite weather woman.
Yes.
I was so bummed. I wanted to meet her. Well, I'm not meet her. I mean, meet her again, hang out with her. So technically, that's how I guess this early got started. So last summer, our sister station, KBR, was doing a live broadcast over in Oakland. I forgot the name of that area. It's right by the Oakland Ballers Stadium. But they're doing a live broadcast there. And so I went out there. A bunch of the sales guys went out there. And she was out there. And so I was so nervous to talk to her. Paul said, I'll go talk to her. So he went over. It felt like high school where you need your friend to go talk to the hot girl. So so Paul went over there, introduced himself and said, oh, that's Huey. And he waved me over. And so we chit chat for a bit. And she's like, oh, you guys should come by, Like It or Not. And I was like, oh, yeah. And then, just time went by. And then sure enough, Paul started working there. And then, he just set that in motion and jumped in the fast lane. That got set up pretty quickly. So it was cool. Very fun. So I think our episode, what was it, August 11th?
August 11th.
11:30 p.m. on KTVU.
Yeah, so it looks like it's like at 8:30 on their stream, I think.
Yeah.
And then it's 11:30 on regular TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was fun. I want to go back and I feel like now that we kind of broken the ice, now I kind of know more what to expect. And, maybe you and I can give some even more fun input, and I think really we could take this over and really make this our own thing. I'm just throwing it out there. Like, I think you and I, we could really brainstorm some fun stuff and really take it to the next level next time we're there.
Oh, I agree. I'm sure they'll have us back, seeing as how you just said you want to take it over.
I'm just in a fun way. I think you and I, like,
No,
okay.
I agree. I'm kidding.
We'll see how, the first one airs and maybe people's response and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it was the first time, so it was kind of like us all getting to know each other. But now
Exactly.
I think, this is something we could totally do more regular appearances, and then every time we get on there, it just gets more and more wild, and maybe switch up some of the other hosts, anchors from KTV we can meet, and I really think we could take over and make this a fun regular thing for us. So
I think so too. Yeah, it was a great time. So thank you to them for having it. Us, we'll remind you before it actually airs, and we'll post about it and everything. So it'll be a good time.
Absolutely,
we have lots going on.
I know.
We do have a big announcement. You want to do the big announcement now, or do you want to do weekend recap?
I'm thinking. You want to talk the weekend real quick?
Sure,
I think. Well, how was your weekend? I mean, did you end up going to Jay's thing or Jay's gig?
I'm not going to spend too much time on this because no one really cares. But we're again in this really weird transition in our lives where our son's like almost old enough to chill by himself, but not really. And so if it's an all ages gig, we can go. But if it's not, we can't. Jay had a gig that wasn't all ages. I put out the word to 6 different people. They were not available. And it was a tough night, and it kind of came down to the wire. So then by the time they said no, Cody was like, "Can I just have a play date?" And I was like, "Okay." So we had a play date Saturday night while you went to save Ferris and everything. So I got to have a play date and have pizza. Yay!
Okay, just the two of you. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's important too.
We had his friend Nico over, so Nico was with us, and we had
gotcha.
Yes,
okay,
tell me everything. How was Save Ferris?
Incredible. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, okay. So we talked to Monique Powell, Save Ferris, this past Thursday. That interview's on the Bones YouTube channel. And also, I didn't realize we can collab the Chasta Huey YouTube channel.
So
Bone
cool.
channel. Yeah.
I'm glad that's the case.
Yeah. So, but watch the interview is great. But it was just cool to talk to her, catch up with her. You and I first interviewed her, I want to say Warped Tour 2017 down at Shoreline. So it was incredible to catch up with her, talk with her. And we had the exclusive with her reaction, her thoughts, just her experience of playing Warped Tour last weekend in Long Beach with Save Ferris, but she also came out on Saturday and joined Real Big Fish on stage and did. She has a girlfriend now that's from the album. Oh God, what was it? Turn Up the Stereo. That one, Real Big Fish is big album that got
album. Her face was so you could see the joy on her face jumping around on stage and doing that. It looks so much fun. And she talked about how close she is to them. And also she went into the whole story about how they all went to the same high school.
Yeah.
I'm amazed by the amount of talent specifically in that genre of music in that school is mind blowing.
Yeah, so Turn the Radio Off. That's the big album that had Sell Out and whatnot. But she has a girlfriend now. Another great song from that album. But Monique does the female vocals on that song. And so it's just cool. She was there when Real Big Fish made their big return after 6-year hiatus at Warped Tour. She came out and did her part. And so we were her first interview that week following that. And so she gave us her reaction. And I was able to isolate that for social, give her reaction of that about that experience. And she told us it was her first time in 25 years that Aaron, the lead singer, asked her to come up and do that song with them. And then shout out Real Big Fish. They shared that clip as well on Instagram and TikTok. So it's just really cool. Real Big Fish saw the clip and then ended up sharing it as well. So, it was fun. We got the exclusive interview with Monique to give her reaction about Warped Tour and performing with Real Big Fish. So it was just awesome. But nonetheless, Monique and her crew took care of me, my brother. It was just awesome. Tickets, but all access, drink tickets. It was just really cool. But it was just cool because I was just there 3 weeks ago for your birthday. So a lot of these people I had the all access pass. So I was like, I'm back.
I know this guy.
I know where to go. I'm going this way.
Yeah.
No, but I didn't go backstage until after the show because I didn't want to, I know they're all getting ready before their set. So I was like, I told Tommy, let's go after. So we went down there afterwards and it was so cool. I met her partner, Ash, and he is awesome as well. And talked to the rest of the band. This current lineup that she has, they're super fun and energetic on stage. she sounded amazing. Like her voice still just sounds incredible.
The clip you posted, she does sound amazing and looks incredible. She's beautiful.
I mean, they did the whole album. It means everything front to back. And then they did some extra songs afterwards.
I saw you posted Spam.
Absolutely. I had to.
That made me laugh because she was talking about it in the interview.
But I was just going to say, so we have an open invite to come down to Southern California, hang out with her. Where she lives, I don't want to get too specific, but where she lives, she can see the fireworks show from Disneyland.
Oh, fun. That's awesome. So if we go to Disney, we should invite her out to go to Disney with us.
Exactly. Or, we could do dinner with her. So her and her partner says, yes, you guys are more than welcome. Next time you come to Southern California, let's meet up. And she's part Moroccan, so she loves making Moroccan food. So
my favorite.
So yeah, we could. But she totally said, let's all go out next time come to Southern California. So I'm like, oh hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
We're making that happen.
It's just cool. Like that's part of the cool thing about being in this job and why we do this is to make friendship with artists that we grew up listening to. To me, that's such a great full circle moment. Like listening to their album back in the 90s over and over, watching them on MTV, the music videos. I'm like, that's such a cool band. And to become their friends and to help support them any way we can on our platforms. It's such a cool feeling. And like, awesome moment. But I mean, the same thing happened for you and I on Tuesday night, Bowling for Soup at San Jose Civic. Like how awesome was that too?
Fun. That was really, really fun. Do you have your Bowling for Soup shirt on? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
that's
I
the
do.
same one Cody got. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. I love it. Hey, Thomas and Casey are on. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us. Tuesday we went down to San Jose Civic. It was so cool. I am horribly embarrassed to say when we rolled up there, all of a sudden it struck me. I was like, I've never been here. I've never seen a show here. I don't know how that's possible in 20 years. But
well, no, I was thinking about that too. It's like I lived here all my life and I was thinking about I don't go to San Jose Civic that much for shows. I mean, we're lucky here in Northern California, Bay Area. We have so many venues all over the place. San Francisco, East Bay, South Bay, North Bay, everywhere. So there's always bands playing a lot. But yeah, I've only been to a handful of concerts at San Jose Civic myself. Yeah. And some wrestling shows.
Events.
Yeah. But nonetheless, this was awesome. I mean, it was Simple Plan, Bowling for Soup in 303. So it was cool. You and your son Cody met up with Tommy and I. Bowling for Soup, Jared took care of us, so it was cool going in. And
I cannot get over how nice Jarrett, Rob, and Gary, the three members of Bowling for Soup, have got to be the nicest rock stars. And we've met some nice rock stars, but my God, they were so sweet with Cody.
But I was gonna say, it was just cool the show. Like everyone was around our age. That was that was a cool feeling. We're walking around all right, we're around our peers. People grew up with this music. But yeah, no, it was just cool. Bowling for Soup were incredible. And a smart move on your part of us taking seats because it was all GA everywhere. So getting the seats up on the second level and just see down directly and not be, it was sold out. So not be stuck in that ocean of fans down below.
Well, we have a tricky situation. Whenever it's me and you and Cody, it's tricky because he's so tiny and you're so tall. So he needs to see, but also people behind you need to see. So I thought, all right, if we go and sit upstairs, at least we can see the whole thing and then he can see and then you're not blocking people because I know you don't like to do that. Yeah. So it worked out. So thank you for playing along with us. And then Cody, by the way, got up and started dancing his little tush off behind us. He may have a whole dance floor. That was so fun.
But it was just cool afterwards. Bowling for Soup invited us backstage and hang out with them and just catch up and talk with them. I mean, Jarrett was like, wow, I didn't know you were so big, and gave me a big hug. I was like, yeah, I am tall. And then it was cool. While you were talking to the other two guys, Jarrett made a point to talk to Cody one-on-one, was staring at him.
Yeah.
And they were talking about music. What do you play? He's like, I started with drums and now banjo. Oh, banjo. And he's talking about his son plays 4 different instruments right now. And then, I was helping Cody out because he was what are you looking at the banjo? And I said, yeah, Cody, tell, what do you do in New Orleans?
Yeah.
And he said, well, my parents have a house in New Orleans. And I said, yeah, but what do you do with the banjo in New Orleans? What do you do with the banjo in New Orleans? He's like, oh yeah, I play, for bus. And then, Jared said that. Was it busking?
Yeah. Busking.
Busking. He's, oh yeah. So I was come on, trying to help Cody. in the conversation. But no, it was great. Like he gave him time. And then later he started doing some voices for him, for Cody
did
as
Chuck
well.
E. Cheese, and
Yeah.
then he did the character that he does on Phineas and Ferb, which I mean,
Yeah.
Cody. That's how Cody got to know Bowling for Soup, was because of the Phineas and Ferb theme song.
Yeah.
He knows every word. In fact, he's changed the words to match because Cody doesn't have a sister, so the sister for it isn't Eddie, his dog. So it was really sweet. You know what blew me away though? The next day, we're all on social and people are commenting about this, that, or the other thing, and I see Jarrett say, "I hope Cody had a great day at rock camp."
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
was like, "Oh my god,
You know,
he's the sweetest."
He paid attention to what Cody was
He paid
saying.
attention to our conversation. Yeah,
It just wasn't
I know a lot.
in one ear, out the other. But yeah, that's another thing. Like Bowling for Soup, another band grew up listening to, watching MTV, and then, you know, full circle moment, become friends with them, invite us backstage. And even Jared, as we were leaving, Jared says, "You got my number, man. Anytime you need anything, just let me know." I'm like, "Okay, thanks, dude." Like, I appreciate that. And you're right. They were such nice guys. And it just made for an incredible night. So much fun. Another core memory for Cody. And
Big time. Thank you. I have to say there was some confusion about the tickets. We won't go into it because nobody cares, but it was a little crazy. It was like 15 emails that day because I love their manager was like, "I cannot put tickets under Baby Huey. Somebody give me his real name."
Yeah.
So that was funny. And they're Dave. His name was Dave, right?
Yeah.
What a love. He was such a sweetheart too. So that was a wonderful experience. But thank you for
You're welcome.
Making that happen because that was crazy.
Yeah. No, it was just great. And then Simple Plan was awesome as well. So it was just a great night overall. Hey man, Summer of Huey 3.0, just once again, it's been so much fun. Raging on. There's still so much to look forward to. You saw, like, you know, we're trying to map out more interviews for the second half of summer.
Yeah, it's a big list.
It's a big list, a lot going on, but hey, it's all worth it. And there's even more stuff that we're getting ourselves into. Is that a nice segue right now?
Yeah, I think that's a perfect segue. Absolutely. And we have a big announcement. And from what I understand, you put a drum roll in the old machine there now. So we actually officially have one.
Well, see, that's the thing. I realized I have two. I have like a long one and a short one. The long one was pretty long and doesn't have like the big finale. So I'm going to go with the short one. Okay. All right.
Short one it is. Yep. We got to get the timing of it right. But we are very excited to announce, it's kind of a two-part announcement.
Yes.
You may all know, or maybe you don't, and this is news to you. If that's the case, it's exciting. Bone Breakers is a show that we host on the Bone every weekend. And Huey and I host it together, and it's about breaking new music, breaking new artists, and breaking the format. And so now we are going from 1 hour to 2 hours. So doubling your exposure to new artists on the Bone. Yes, absolutely. And we're also...
oh, wow.
Okay, calm down. Everybody's excited.
So excited.
So excited. And then we're also going to prime time. You take that part of the announcement, Huey.
Yeah, so starting this Saturday, tune in to 107.7 The Bone, starting at 7 o'clock. That's the new time for Bone Breakers. So not only is it earlier tonight, but it's also 2 hours now. So from 7 to 9 p.m. starting this Saturday, moving forward, Bone Breakers. This is where we break new artists, break new songs, break the format. And yes, you get more music, and it's earlier in the day now. So whatever you're doing on Saturdays, if you're going out somewhere, going to a show, a party, event, whatever that case may be, you can now hear our voices and hear all the new music that we're going to play for you guys. And it's just awesome. It's just such an incredible feeling. Or, hey, I know you're saying you drive somewhere, but you can listen on your radio at home, stream us on the 107.7 Bone app. So it's just awesome. We're making this big move because you're right. I was looking up in my archives. We're coming up on the 3rd year anniversary of Bone Breakers. We started this nearly 3 years ago. So it's been a huge success. Just, you know, the reaction from the Bonehead family has been incredible. All the networking we've done, all the artists and PR people and labels that we've made connections with. It's just awesome that we're able to take this now to the next level.
Absolutely. I'm so excited. We're doing everything we can to kind of stretch our arms and legs a little bit on the Bone and support, you know, new and active rock and, you know, local music. I mean, Dennis, I don't know if he's on here or not, but I'm going to go ahead and make the announcement for him. He did put it on social. So if you missed it, Soundwaves FM, which of course is the audio component to Soundwaves TV, that will be moving as well to prime time on Sunday at 7.
Yes.
So you're going to have Bone Breakers at 7 on Saturday, Soundwaves FM on Sunday at 7. And it's just the 1-2 punch to support music. And we are beyond elated about it.
Yeah. And so a couple things I just want to mention about this that I'm really excited about is one, if you listen to Bone Breakers at any point the last 3 years, first off, thank you. But two, like making the playlist is tough because we had 1 hour, and for you and I, we make it a point to kind of focus on bands for tours that are coming through the Bay Area, Northern California. So the playlist focuses on, hey, these guys are playing this show next week at this venue, or these people are playing at this place in a couple weeks. Get your tickets ASAP, because we want to do our part to not only play these artists, play their singles, but also promote their shows. So that way people have a reason to these bands have a reason to keep coming back to the Bay Area, that it's a market that supports them, because there for a while there, 10, 15 years ago, there was a lot of quote active rock bands who'd always skip the Bay Area and just go to Sacramento or just Modesto, Fresno, whatever, but not come to San Francisco or anywhere in the Bay Area. It got really tough and it was just annoying. But with that being said, now with 2 hours, we can still focus on promoting the bands that have shows coming to the Bay Area, but also just all the bands that have new singles. And maybe they don't have a show in the Bay Area, but we can still play those singles over and over and just promote those bands as well. It's just, I'm so happy for 2 hours. Just more music, more us. It's all great news there.
And I'm glad that both of these shows are going to get the primetime slot, because it's live and local radio, which is, I hate to admit that it's a little bit of an anomaly these days for that to be the case. We're really proud of that. Like, we kind of hang our hat on it. So, to put that hard work in the spotlight makes me very happy. So there you go.
And that's the thing too, is I hope people, listen, I know radio's different, how people consume it and whatnot, and with their thoughts on radio. You and I still love this thing and want it to keep succeeding. But, and listen, I know people can get music anywhere and like discover stuff, but I hope people can come to us and discover bands. So like, sure, you might like, Foo Fighters, Green Day, Metallica, all these bands, but then also we'll play those new singles from those bands, but also we'll play other bands that are like on the up right now, or playing festivals or touring actively, or have killer new songs. So hopefully you could tune in, appointment listening, tune in and discover bands, and hopefully you can become a new fan of that band. And then when they come to the area, you go out and support them. And really, the other thing too that really got me was, as I was prepping for Monique's interview from say Ferris last week, she talked about how in the early days, like back in the mid-90s, the early days of say Ferris getting going, how different radio stations would play their music, and that helped get them exposure and help their career take off. And so that's still the goal. Like, I think for us and Soundwaves TV or Soundwaves FM as well, it's just like, I still have hope that we can play local bands or national, international bands on the rise, and we can be that place where we can help promote them and get them to that next level, that push that they need. So I'm still very hopeful that our show can do that for these bands as well. You know what I mean? So it's just
absolutely. That's where I get the excitement. That's where all the like warm and fuzzies come from. Dennis and I talk about this all the time, because every week he'll like email the local bands that he's playing, like, hey, I'm playing you on the radio. And just to get that feedback from them, like, they're putting art out in the world and then people are listening to it. I mean, that is what it's all about. The consuming of the art that's put out in the world. It makes us so happy.
Exactly. I was just going to say, like I said, that's the big thing. It's just cool when we play an artist and like they help promote on social, like, hey, tune in, hear us tonight and whatnot. And just, talking to other people that are like, appreciate the work that we're putting into this. So I'm super excited for the future of Bone Breakers. Yeah,
me too. So there you go. So that starts, by the way, this Saturday. So just a little housekeeping, Baby Huey, I did redo the clocks today. So go in and peek at them and make sure everything is right.
Okay.
So everything should be good. But I've been working on that today. So this Saturday at 7 p.m. On Saturday, Bone Breakers, Sunday at 7 p.m. Soundwaves FM. All right. So you just told me something before we went live here that kind of blew my mind. And I'm like, wait, what? Did I just get into like a time portal? What happened here?
Well, hey, I guess what's old is new again. No, that phrase we've talked about many times.
Literally said that to Jay yesterday. I was like, you do realize we've been around so long now that things we loved back then is coming back around.
We all know nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
It is.
Especially in the form of social media. So it looks like MySpace may be coming back. So yes, you've heard it right. Yeah. So the first social media site is apparently making a return at some point, and the internet is all buzzing about it. You and I are buzzing about this. So remember, MySpace launched way back in 2003 with everyone having the same friend, Tom Anderson. That was the original CEO. He was your first friend. That default photo of him, like looking back, remember, staring backwards.
It's ingrained in our brains.
Yes, that pose, that profile pic. It was the first profile pic. So,
I guess so. Yeah, that's crazy.
So now Chris and Tim Vanderhook, who acquired the company back in 2011 for MySpace, they say they plan on relaunching the once dominant social media platform. Well, at least they're just hinting at it. So the brothers spilled the tea in Tommy Avalon's recent documentary, MySpace. So I guess that's the thing. There's a documentary being made about MySpace, and now that's kind of the hook that they're teasing the idea that they're going to bring back MySpace. Yeah. Let's see, but they haven't shared all the plans yet for this yet. So they do know we still own MySpace. We're going to relaunch MySpace. We're just waiting for the right time to do it. The old version allowed heavy customization outside of the top 8 friends list, but there's no word on if that will still be the case. And also,
I'm going to stop you right there because that was my favorite part.
Yes.
The way that you could customize it and it could scream you. You could have wallpapers, I guess is what they were called. Wallpapers. You would put like the code in and you could change it all up. I remember, I love that. I would get lost in search for hours for the right wallpaper. And you could have the song playing and of course your top 8, which was a very stressful situation. But Jay and I started dating in the MySpace era, and he and I had this thing because we had a long distance relationship between LA and here, and we would have full-blown conversations between the songs we would put up on our pages. Like we would never say anything about them, but it would be in reaction to something else, and we would like, if you know, between us. So I have a real piece of my heart that loves MySpace.
The other thing too, I saw apparently it's not going to be based on algorithm, which I'm kind of curious. What does that mean then? So is it just going to be when you log into MySpace, you're going to see straight feed of what the most recent posts were, and it's just going to be based on like
I think that's awesome, but I don't think they're going to stay to that. I would love that. I wish Instagram would do that, but they don't. Remember back in the day when on Instagram you would just scroll until like you were done and then you saw your friends and that was that.
But now, algorithm, it focuses on your interests. It focuses on, trying to sell you things. So if MySpace trying to make
algorithm is all bad, and the only reason I say that sometimes
I discover great things that I'm interested
I do too. Like it helps with Christmas shopping. I'll tell you that. Like there are, sometimes those targeted ads, I mean, maybe it's Christmas shopping for me, whatever. That's beside the point. Minor details. But it does help with things like that because it is all curated to your likes. So it's not all bad. What are you pulling out?
I'm trying to find the Mighty Bar. Remember the Mighty Bar?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
I took it off because I was going to a show and I don't want to get
in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got in trouble at Shoreline for bringing it in because they think it's a weapon, but literally it's just like a little bottle opener.
You got to show it. I'm going to read some comments while you do that. Okay. Take out the thrash. Thrashly, Lord help us. Are you not down for any more MySpace? Now your friends have to pester you about going to see Bad Nerves in person. Oh my God. We're going to Bad Nerves, by the way.
Is it?
Are you guys going to Bad Nerves?
Yeah, Casey texted me yesterday that they're good. Him and Dan, or is it Dan your plus one? I should have asked.
We just assume. There it is. Okay, what is that called again?
So this is called. I mean, God, this is free advertising. The Mighty Bar.
The Mighty Bar.
So literally, this thing, you can be a bottle opener, get an Amazon package, slice it open. It's just if you need to whatever you need, like a screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver type thing. It's just a multi-purpose tool.
You can't take it on a plane, can you?
I don't know, but what I'm getting at is like instead of using your keys, I think a lot of times people use their keys for this type of stuff. Yeah. Instead of damaging your keys, you can use this now. Yeah. So anyway, I tried to go to Shoreline, the Evanescence concert a couple weeks ago, and they're like, security's like, no, you can't bring it in. It's a weapon. I'm like, So I went to check in to the check-in thing. It was just funny. All the studs and like wristbands and studded belts. Like it was like a Hot Topic store right there. So
it's so funny.
I had to check this in for like $5. Like, can I check this in? I don't want to throw it out. It's like 20 something bucks, but
absolutely not.
Anyway.
And that's an Instagram ad. See, they get you.
I know.
They get you.
Yeah, it was an Instagram ad that got me. That's why I got it. But no, but you're
Look,
right.
Thomas is happy about Bring On MySpace. See, yeah, like it's not all bad. I think MySpace was cool. I think it had its ups.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you learn basic HTML to customize your page.
Yeah.
Like we all learn how to, do coding. That was cool. And you're right. The top 8 was a big thing of like, who's in your top 8? But then remember, like, now we have posts on, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, stories.
Yeah.
Back then, remember it was like the MySpace bulletin. Like, was it where you put put whatever's on your mind or what you're promoting something. So I remember that.
And
that
it was
big,
really like photo driven too. Like I had albums, like I had saved albums that were organized. When that whole thing went down and I didn't properly pull all that stuff down, I was really sad. It was heartbreaking. I kind of thought that MySpace would last forever back in the day. And so there's some stuff I lost that because I also had a laptop die that I did not properly back up in the beginning of Jay and I's relationship. I lost some stuff and that makes me sad.
No, that pissed me off too because I think there was a story that they switched servers and lost everything or something like that. I don't know.
When you logged in, it was just gone.
Everything was gone, and so it was like such a bummer. So
it was a time capsule. I mean, think about the things you would have been posting in 2000. Well, for me, it was really hot during like 06, 07, 05, something like that.
I mean, and that's the thing because like, okay, I know they say they were the first social media. I would say Friendster was kind of first.
I wasn't on Friendster, but I think it did come first. But I could
technically, I think so. It was like Friendster, then MySpace, and then Facebook. Then when Facebook came along, that everyone switched over there, and MySpace started losing its momentum by like 06, 07, 08. I think 08 really is really kind of really phased out. But yeah, no, I it was a big deal, like adding people, and then like. When someone was online, had the little orange person like online now. God. That little notification.
So
they're online.
Nostalgic. That's so crazy.
Because like as AIM, AOL Instant Messenger went away, MySpace was like the new way of communicating with people and sending messages who were online, or you knew they're online so they can see your message now. But the bulletins was a great thing. But it was a big deal, like what song you had on your profile. Like,
oh, that was everything to me.
And
I lost hours of my life trying to decide what song.
But how many bands got big because of MySpace?
1,000%.
The exposure. It was the new form of absorbing music. So,
yeah.
I
mean, you could technically say Jay and I kind of sort of met because of MySpace, because at that time, here's a little rabbit hole, go down with me. When I lived in LA, Gianna and I and another best friend of mine, Natalie, we had a show called Three-Way Talk. It was a nationally syndicated radio show out of Los Angeles. And I had a music segment, surprise, surprise. It was a talk show, but I had a music segment where I highlighted bands I found on MySpace. And so I found this guy, Bradley, who was really interesting, and he was playing at the Viper. And so we went out to see Bradley, and Jay's band Solid State Logic at the time was opening for Bradley. No, Bradley was opening for them. We saw Bradley and Bradley sucked. No offense, Bradley, but he was not good. So we were like, okay, well, that was a bust. And we started leaving, walking out of the Viper, and Solid State Logic started. And we both were like, this sounds interesting. Maybe we should turn around. We turned around, and that was the night I met Jay.
Wow.
Crazy.
So Tom, oh man, if you renew your wedding vows again, Tom from MySpace should be like the
officiant.
Just
Can
saying.
you imagine? That's so
But he does it this way.
Now? Yeah.
He stands looking back at you. Thank you everyone for joining us today for celebrating the marriage of Chasta and Jay. I just say
that's a brilliant idea. That should be in a movie. That's hilarious.
But no, MySpace at the time was really groundbreaking, as Casey says here.
Some sites existed before, but MySpace was a culture shift.
It really was.
It was a culture shift. And I was like you, Thomas. I changed my song and band every day. It was so important to me. I needed to express myself.
But you're really, because I remember back then, because remember, like, was it Photo Bucket? And some other sites, like, it was the shift of like us getting used to taking more digital photos. Like we all had, digital cameras and like early phones. Like I had a Razor phone before my iPhone. So it was like learning to start taking more photos digitally in person instead of like with a camera roll. And so the importance of like taking your photos and putting it online through MySpace or Photo Bucket, other online albums. But MySpace.
Photo Bucket, you are taking me back.
I know.
That's crazy.
But then like, but it was for me. I remember I created I had my own page And then I remember I made one for the morning show for Lamont and Tonelli. I made one for the Bone.
Yeah.
And then I made one for, I used to have a thing called Bay Area Punk Scene. I used to document all the punk shows.
Right.
I would go to shows and take photos and again develop and get them not only the physical copies, but ask for a CDR, a digital copy, take those photos and upload them to MySpace. So MySpace was part of like training us how to use online photo albums. And I think that's where we got so used now. All our photos live online now in photo album form because of MySpace. And it's just, it really was a shift of like how we consume and take photos and post it. And I'm all for it. But listen, it's already tough now between, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Like those are like, I feel like the big five right now. But now go back and bring, stay on top of MySpace. It's a lot to keep track of.
If I were to be honest, I'd probably dump Facebook for MySpace. If MySpace came back in the way that it was, and I say that because I don't like this is why I'm not on TikTok. I don't like the time suck that some of these are trying to pull you into, like the just doom scrolling of it all. I don't like that. To me, MySpace was like a place to check in. It was like checking on the people that your friend, your top 8, whatever, check their walls, put your song up, express yourself. And that was that. It was so much more simple, and it wasn't this like vortex to fall into, or it didn't feel that way to me.
Yeah. Back then, I mean, it was really just like, the problem was I remember like if you put too much HTML coding back then, remember the internet was not what the internet is now. Like, I think a lot of people still had dial up. I just got an old school cable modem, the old cable modem style back in like 03. I mean, some people had, what's the other one? Is it DSL? Was that the old other
DSL.
internet?
Mm-hmm.
So if you had too much coding, your page would take forever
to load. Yeah.
To load up. But it was a big
People
thing.
People would have like the glitter stars and stuff that would go off and like all that crazy stuff.
But that's the thing. It was like posting your photos, your top 8, discovering music, the bulletins, promoting what you're doing. It was like the early,
felt like the inside of a locker. You know what I mean? It was like if I had my locker, this is what I would express. Like you open my high school locker and there's my stuff. There's like I don't use it, but Stephen Kirk has told me about like the Wayback Machine. I've seen it before. Have you used it before? I would love to find that and figure out what my MySpace looked like.
Well, I found like an old, like what the old Bone website looked like back in the day.
Yeah.
So that was funny.
I've seen that before.
That was cool. I've seen that, but
oh my gosh, hold on, let's catch up. Oh, Dan DeLay's on. Hi, Dan. Drawing heavens up in here, up in the house. Was the nice feeling of being added to the top 8 equal to the shame of being dropped? Oh yeah, the drama, Casey. Seriously though. Or like if you had a breakup, if you were dating somebody and then they had a second like girl in their top 8. I have to be careful on this one. I just forgot we're on a live podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just say this. There was a band I knew at that time that had, I think I've told you this privately, that had girlfriends and or wives, and they would not have their girls in their top 8 because they needed to have mystery as a band. And I was like, oh my God. It was so ridiculous. I was so grossed out by that. I was like, but top 8 was that big of a deal.
I get it. It was.
The mystery of a band if your lady was in your top 8.
It's
if that's what you're doing rock and roll for, you might want to rethink.
I mean, let's be with that idea is still around in social media. People
in a different form,
in a different form. There are people like, for example, there's this one female wrestler who's very popular. She has a boyfriend, but she never posts about him on her page. She has like millions of followers on his like Instagram. She's all over it. So I think she doesn't want, I don't know, maybe she wants to maintain her private life. That's her excuse, but also probably doesn't want people to know that she has a boyfriend. Like the male wrestling fans be like, oh, she's not cool anymore because she has a boyfriend now.
Right. It would take down that mystique or that.
Well, and then listen, I mean, we know people who act like they're dating someone, but they have like a secret life on a different profile.
Oh, do we know?
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Oh,
it's
yes.
amazing how that works. There's a lot of cheating that happens on social media, on all platforms.
And are dumb enough to post on there and out themselves. Anyway, that's also a rumble.
Idiot. it. Thrashley says my first boyfriend cheated on me and I watched their relationship unfold on MySpace. Yeah. I will say, Jay's going to kill me. Jay's going to kill me for this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So when we first started dating, we were dating. So he was dating other people and I was kind of dating other people, but I was so locked in on Jay. I was like, no, this is it. But he was doing his thing. And so I would see like a girl like leave a comment or something on his wall. Is that what it was called at the time? And I was just like, like I would be so pissed. And it would be cryptic. And I would be like, what does it mean? What does it mean?
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend group, they would call Jay Mixed Message Boy. Because they were like, they would see these things, but then he was supposedly all about me. And it was like this whole thing that played out on MySpace.
Yeah,
so
I
dumb.
mean, but guys are like that, you know.
Guys are like that, but also, and the funny part is Jay was not doing anything sus at all. The second I was like, you know what? I don't want to date you if you're dating a bunch of people. I'm out. He literally was like, no, we're good. And like dumped everybody else.
Yeah.
So it worked out fine.
Yeah.
But the girls, the manipulative girls knew if they put some shit on the wall that it was cryptic enough that he would like understand what they were saying, but it would look cryptic to any other girls dating him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, girls do
yes,
that
the
shit.
walls.
That was a big deal. It was dumb, but it was a big deal at the time. God,
I mean, that's
so
the thing.
Young, like what my brain was. Oh God.
If they bring back MySpace, I think it will be huge. Now, I worry, will it be huge for like a month or two, and then will it kind of just phase out, or the fade?
It'll be the new thing, and then kind of go into like Threads. I'm not really. I mean, I say I'm not on Threads. Am I on Threads? Because I get alerts all the time that I'm on Threads.
When it launched, I think initially it just took your Instagram because it's owned by Instagram, which is owned by
You're
Facebook.
on Instagram, you're automatically on.
They automatically made an account, and I think you can deactivate it if you want.
Yeah,
like mine's on there, but it's just set to when I post something on my Instagram, it goes to Threads. Like that's about it. I've tried going on there and like type stuff, and people go on there and treat it like Twitter and post their random thoughts and whatnot.
I'm off Twitter. I deleted that off my phone entirely.
Okay,
it was really toxic.
And there's some people who just post stuff there and think no one else has seen it. It's hilarious. I don't know.
Yeah. Social media. What a shit show it is. Okay. Unfortunately, I got a doodle because I've got some show to do before I have a meeting at 12:30. And I actually have to stuff something in my gullet at some point. I required a verbal confirmation of Danny going to Bad Nerves. So that is kind of sort of on me. I'm waiting on confirmation on that one, but I will as soon as that. The idea is, yes, we're going to Bad Nerves. Like, right? That's what you and I are planning on
told
doing.
Casey, yeah, I said it's on, not on, but Chasta is
that's on my docket.
On.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She returned the favor.
They only care if you're there. So if I only get one ticket, it's going to you.
So Bad Nerves this Thursday, August 6th at the Guild in Menlo Park. But yeah, the Death Chat's opening, which is Jacob Armstrong, Billy Joe Sons, other bands. So it's gonna be an awesome night. And the Guild's just awesome. Like I just had so much fun there on Saturday with St. Ferris, your birthday party.
We've been there so much recently. We love.
Monique loved the green room. The whole band loved the green room. They were all impressed. And I was like, look,
dude, I could live in that green room.
Monique said, beautiful. She's like, if you guys remember the decor in her place when we did the interview, she's like, this is how I want it to be if I had money. I want it to be like this.
Yeah, we all do. It's so beautiful.
She joked on stage. She's like, she knows it's a fancy place when the paintings on the wall didn't have drills, so you couldn't take them off. Yeah. like it was not like she was so tempted to take a painting off the wall. She wanted to, but she's like, the cheap places, they got drills in there. This one, they're just hanging nice and free. But she's like, she couldn't bring herself to take it off the wall. She didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah. Classy broad, but I know her heart wanted to.
I know, it was awesome. And it was just really cool talking with her about personal stuff too. Like we had a really good chat in the green room as well. I can't say enough good things about Monique. It was just cool to really connect with her, bond with her. So yes, go to the Guild. Check out the Guild.
I'm gonna start promoting Bad Nerves on the street for free. Are you guys Bad Nerves super fans? Is that what I'm understanding?
Are they street team?
I think they're street team. Drawing Heaven is now street team for Bad Nerves. Hey, it could pay off in spades. Never know. Maybe they'll go on tour with them.
Yeah,
that would be amazing, right? Can you imagine, dude? Drawing Heaven. That's the draw for me. Drawing Heaven is the draw.
Yes,
I love all those bands, but I love me some Drawing Heaven. And by the way, when is that new song coming out? You guys teased on social. You put up like a little clip.
Yeah, man. Come on, guys.
We need an exclusive.
Bone Breakers.
Yes, exactly. Yes, we'll play
I'm working on getting some more new stuff for this coming Saturday. I hit up Craig from Forbidden, their new single.
Awesome.
Charger, Matt Freeman's other band
Yep.
from Rancid. I hit them up for a single as well. So I'm working on new stuff. So please email
The
us.
exclusives. Apparently it's on Dan. Is Dan the CEO of Drawing Heaven? Hella down. You're killing me. Okay. Well, let us know and we will play it.
Okay.
How about that? That is our promise. Dan.
Okay.
All right, you guys, we got to thank you
All right.
so much for being here. We love you so much. Make sure you tune in for Bone Breakers at its new time, 7 p.m. on Saturday night. Yay! Can't wait. All right. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.